Alright everyone, here we are, finally. A new video. It's been a couple months since my last upload. A lot has changed since then, as you can see. We got a new reptile room, for better or worse, and we're in an entirely new location, a new state even. No more herping in New York, except for the rare occasion that I travel there. Now we're in Maryland, actually, on the Delmarva Peninsula, the Maryland portion. Between the Chesapeake Bay and the Atlantic Ocean, and it will afford some better herping opportunities, so you have that to look forward to. But at the moment anyway, it's still winter outside, so no herping videos yet. But I suppose we should probably talk about the move in the room and, you know, what's going on with the channel. So we'll walk around and take a look at some of the critters just to see how everyone's doing. This isn't going to be a full tour video, but we will do one of those soon, hopefully within the next week or so. No promises. And there's Stella, the short-tailed opossum. Looking for some food. I haven't fed anybody in here yet, so you know there's going to be some hungry critters eyeballing me. But anyways, yeah, so we moved here in early December. I think 3rd of December was the first day here. And it went pretty well without any serious hitches. But it was one of the worst experiences of my life. And I never want to do it again. But having just bought this house, I don't see myself doing it again, to be honest. This might be my forever home. We'll see what happens. Life takes you weird places. So, where do we start? Well, yeah, like I said, so I've been here a little over a month, and the move itself was stressful to say the least. All the animals made it. All the animals made it down, no problems there. But we rented a 26-foot truck and filled it top to bottom, the whole thing, and I did about 95% of that all by myself. Yeah, I was exhausted for those 3 days that it took to do all this. The day I saved the animals for last, packed the truck, and then the next day the plan was to just pack up the animals and go. And of course, nothing ever works the way you expect it to, and we did leave, but we didn't leave till about midday, which meant we didn't get here in Maryland until about midnight. And then immediately had to start setting up animals. Some of these animals were in their travel bins for, well, longer than I would have liked them to have been. But everyone seems to have come out the other side all right. Yeah, I think because we also had to have the rental truck back, so even though I wanted to focus on unpacking the animals, I also had to unpack the truck to get it back without having to pay an additional sum. So, yeah, it was fun. That Taurus you see sitting out there, that was our primary transport for living things. Me, my wife, my daughter, 2 cats and the rabbit, and literally every single other animal that I keep in this room. So all the reptiles and all the amphibians, possum, birds, you name it, they were in that car. They were actually in the trunk with the seat folded down so the heat would get in the back. And yeah, like I said, don't ever want to do that again. Guys, if you're ever moving, you know, just, I don't know. Moving this many animals was a little ridiculous. I probably should have rehomed some of them, but I'm stubborn like that. And, didn't really, you know, you look on Craigslist and you see people getting rid of animals and stuff, and it's like, oh, I gotta get rid of my leopard gecko. I'm moving. Yeah, okay. Sure. Makes me laugh a little bit. Uncle Pogo's in there somewhere, but hiding. Oh, right there. So, yeah, enough of that. We'll just talk about this room for a minute. So this is a back porch, is what it is, to the house. It's a The door leads into the kitchen, and it is not very well insulated from the cold. Now, I do live in a warmer climate now than I did prior, and that was a major reason for the move. Was got tired of those awful New York winters. They're going through one right now, and but we had that whole Arctic polar vortex thing. I don't know what they called it. We've already had 2 snowstorms since we've been here, and the last one was followed by intense cold. I mean, if you live in the United States, you heard about it, right? I mean, you probably went through it. They even got snow in Texas and Florida. So, yeah, snow in Florida. Yeah, that means it's cold. So I had a hard time keeping this room warm. There's a heater, a little see, you got a vent down there, and so it is heated back here, and since there's 3 doors here, I did put some plastic up over 2 of them. So I have a space heater, and then I also put a fan in the kitchen window there to blow warm air out into the animal room. And even then, with all that, it still dropped into the 50s in here, and that really had me freaking out. I had no time to prepare, you know, before the move. I had only seen the house once before the move, and that was 2 days before we actually moved here. We had to come down just to do a signing for the house. So, yeah, the room is not well insulated. It's got skylights too, and actually they leak. This one was leaking, but doesn't appear to today. This one is still leaking a little bit. You can see puddles in here with the rabbit, and some more here, and it's even leaking down the wall, and there's an outlet right down there. So that's fun. Have to have that taken care of. Beans. So yeah, we're gonna have to do some work on this room. I don't know if it's gonna stay the reptile room or if I'm going to just what I'd really like to do is I got a 4-bay garage out there, and I'd like to convert one of those bays into a reptile room kind of thing, but yeah, it's gonna take I don't even know if it's gonna happen this year. I mean, we just moved here, so we've got to recoup some of our financial losses in the buying process and even things out. So, you know, so I think what I want to do is have a separate room. And this one will do for now. And to be honest, I'm glad that this house had this back porch, so I'd have some place to put the animals besides in the living space. So what's next for the channel, right? I suppose the name changes in order. I think I'm going to go with Delmarva Herps. It's not very original, but I'm not very creative in that way. And Delmarva because, like I said, this is the Delmarva Peninsula. 3 states make up the peninsula. You got Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, so Delmarva, get it? So Delmarva Herps, why not? And, you know, newcomers to the channel are going to be like, what? There's no herping videos in Delmarva. It's all New York videos, but there's going to be a transition period. What are you going to do? So, very excited about that. Very excited about the future of the channel. And going to be better herping opportunities for us and everything. And we got this nice big yard. You can walk around to a window. Yeah, so going all the way back to that tree line there, that's my yard. It's bordered by a fence there, and a fence there. It's kind of long and narrow, and it goes way back. But, so outdoor pens for the tortoises, for sure. Probably a tin site in the way back there for snakes and stuff. I might even dig a pond eventually. There is a little fountain pond right there, and there are frogs living in it. I mean, you're not going to see them now today, but they were there the day I moved here when it was 65 degrees out in December. So, yep, big things for the channel. Old Bertha here and the other tortoises, they're going to get some outdoor enclosures. I hope I can film that building process for you guys, and I'm looking forward to a lot of cool things like that. And hopefully more videos on the regular again. You know, I was producing one every couple weeks there, and I'd like to get to doing that again. You know, a tour is one of the first videos I got to make, but more of those movie reviews I was doing, and more of the feeding videos and things like that. And you know, whatever I feel like making a video about, I guess, until the spring anyway, and then we'll get back to herping. And you know, I want to set up a fish tank too. I got to do that. It's the first time I haven't had fish in, geez, close to 20 years, so I'm really itching to set up a fish tank again. Maybe do a native tank or a brackish tank or something like that. But yeah, I guess that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, you know, leave them down below, and I hope you enjoyed the video for what it was. It's nothing great, I realize, but yeah, we're back, and hopefully better than ever. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.